Hi everyone, I'm Dan. I'm here with Peggy Johnson from Qualcomm as part of today's Mobile Spectrum Summit. We're tweeting today at pound SpecCrunch, and just wanted to ask Peggy a few questions about telemedicine and the impact that mobile broadband could have on expanding the reach of telemedicine, particularly into rural and underserved areas.
Right. Well, I think it's going to be revolutionary. And the reason is because right now those areas are hard to serve. We don't have enough medical professionals that reach into the rural areas. And one way to bridge that gap is to use wireless and specifically mobile broadband. Actually, just yesterday, Sprint and a company named Airstrip announced using a smartphone, you can monitor the fetal heart rate and maternal contractions. And I think this will really change the way that healthcare is delivered into the rural areas where we're so constrained on medical professionals. We can actually remotely monitor, we can remotely give medical advice, and to an area that may not have had any access at all previous to this.
Great. And I would like to know a little bit more about sort of the mobile application market. In that area, where do you see innovation in mobile apps coming? I know we talked today about apps being a real potential driver for job growth.
Right. Well, the interesting thing about that is app developers now are very used to and comfortable with the business model that exists, which is you build an application, you load it on the marketplace, the consumer decides if it's a good app or not, and they download it, and as they download it, the app developer gets paid. They develop more apps, and it's a sort of a virtuous cycle that really is driving an engine of growth. I think they were saying today there's over 250,000 apps now in the Apple Store. It was just an amazing number of applications in all different areas of the market, and so it brings opportunity for our app developers here in the U.S. to make money by plugging into that virtuous cycle, if you will.
Great. Thanks a lot for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good afternoon. My name is Liam Quinn. I'm the Director and Chief Technology Officer for Dell's Business Client Group. And part of our role is to drive and develop strategies for our mobile devices, as well as other technologies and architectures that include both architecture as well as software and applications. Yes, so this is an example of one of the new devices we have. It's called the Dell Streak. It's a 7-inch device, and it's based on the Qualcomm Snapdragon architecture with Android operating system. And this is a new addition to our mobile platforms, and we've got others in the works as well. And this is a great productivity enhancement platform for those small and medium business customers that may want to have access and real-time productivity tools available to them, regardless of their environment, be it at home, work, or on the run.
One of the big questions that came out of the audience today, and actually that we picked up on Twitter and had a chance to ask again through the moderator, was about the impact of expanding access to mobile broadband spectrum on jobs. So I heard that you had some points to say about small business growth and job growth, and I'd be wondering if you could just explain a little bit more about how expanding mobile broadband could really help small businesses and create jobs.
Okay, so if you look at small businesses, a lot of them don't have the IT infrastructure or the resources back at their office, be it home or in their small business environment, to actually manage their device or network. So they're really looking for devices that are always connected and available. And when you look at flex computing, they may be working on something back in their home or in their office. They may be out working with their customers, and they'll have to have access to their information and their tools regardless of the platform they're in. So additional spectrum gives that increased mobility, increased connectivity set of features on devices such as the Streak and other platforms. So it's the increasing of small and medium business users to be always productive, whether they're on the go, or whether they're in meetings, meeting with their customers, meeting with their clients, or back in their office. So they have to have that work connectivity and environment with them at all times. And I think additional spectrum gives that enhanced capability to download rich applications, because, for example, if they're working on graphic intensive applications, you don't want to be limited by the bandwidth available coming into your device. So additional spectrum increases that additional download and upload capabilities to have that real-time environment available when they're meeting with their customers.
Great. Thanks so much, Liam.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.